What is going on, guys? This is Wizard of Oz bringing you another Madden 20 video, and today I'm going to go over the best ways to make coins right now during this week. So if you didn't know, during this week we're going to be getting the NFL Honors cards, which is like the MVP, Lamar Jackson, the Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and the Rookies of the Year. And also on Friday we're going to be getting Series 5. In case you forgot, I made a video about that a few weeks ago, about what to do during Series 5, so I'm not going to cover that too extensively. It's basically the same as in that video. I'll link that down below or up in the card so you can go and check that out if you want to, but that is going to be coming Friday. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe down below if you've been enjoying the content. Leave a like if you enjoy this video, and also leave a comment and let me know what you're going to be doing this week to be making coins before the NFL Honors promo and also Series 5 on Friday. So for NFL Honors, we're going to be getting Lamar Jackson's MVP card, Michael Thomas's Offensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore's Defensive Player, Kyler Murray's Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Nick Bosa's Defensive Rookie card of the year. I might be forgetting one or two, but we're going to be getting good upgrades for all those cards. They're probably going to be either 97 or 98. I know last year, I believe they were all 98 overalls. EA has been doing like one overall less than what they did last year, so it wouldn't surprise me if they were 97s, then they go into the power-ups and they're going to be 98s. But we're going to be getting all those cards, and what you really need to be doing, if you're invested in any of those players, especially one like Lamar Jackson, we can go and look at what happened at Mahomes today. His 99 drop for the MVP of the Super Bowl, if you didn't know, and let's just go look and see what happened, what his card is selling for right now. Basically, if you were able to complete this set, you were able to sell his card for a lot. But when it first came out, this card was selling for about $1 million. And then on PlayStation and Xbox, it dropped down to about 900, almost all the way down to 800,000 at one point. People started panicking, they started selling because it was dropping really, really fast. This was like within the first hour that it came out, and it started to rebound. And now, as you can see, it's back up to 1.1 million. This card is really, really good. If you didn't know, just comparing some of his stats, his speed isn't the greatest, but I mean, you can boost that up to an 86, 87 easily with chems. 99 throw power, 99 throw on the run. He's got a lot of, this is a end game card, very good card, but that's kind of beside the point. So when Lamar Jackson comes out, it's going to be very similar to what happened with this card, in my opinion, because he's going to be the first scrambling archetype quarterback that's going to be able to get dashing dead-eye, which means you can throw on the run with perfect accuracy. So you can be sprinting out of the pocket and hit your wide receiver as they streak down the field with perfect accuracy, as long as there's no pressure, unless you have something that negates the pressure. But regardless, it's a very, very overpowered ability for a very fast quarterback like Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick. And it's gonna make the price of that card go really, really high, just like Patrick Mahomes. He's a different kind of card than Patrick Mahomes, but it's gonna be very expensive because of that. Also, Michael Thomas, Bosa, all those guys are gonna get really good cards. So if you're invested, it's gonna be kind of hard to know what to do, because usually when the card comes out, they get a set price, and it's just determined by people who have completed the set or who get them really quickly, and then those people usually determine the price. So today it was at about 1 million, and then people started undercutting everyone else and selling Mahomes off. Now, it's really hard to predict what to do there, because Mahomes dropped so fast and people started selling because they wanted to take their profits where they could, but then he came back up because it's such a good card. What you really need to look at when these cards come out is you really need to look at their stats and see if they're going to be a very good card or not. So if you've got Lamar Jackson, he's going to have really good speed, he's going to have good juking. Look at his throwing stats, because he's going to be a really good running quarterback, no problem. Look at his throwing stats, see if he's a good quarterback, and it's going to be a good end game quarterback. We're going to be getting a lot of Ultimate Legends and things like that, and other quarterback upgrades. So make sure that he's going to stand up to a lot of the other quarterbacks, like the Patrick Mahomes, the Michael Vick that comes out. You want to make sure that he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the game, because if he's not, then he might drop down in value and then keep dropping down. Sometimes when they come out, they go up and they stay up. It sort of depends. It depends on what their stats are. But initially, off the hype, there's no telling what people are going to do. People are going to undercut each other probably, but if it looks like a really, really good card, Lamar Jackson, that's going to be a really attractive card, because scrambling quarterbacks are they're the meta this year. Lots of people want them. So just try to be aware of the stats there and really try and decide whether you want to hold the card or take a risk and sell it right away. Just try not to sell it for too much of a loss, because if it's dropping really crazy, unless they just screw the card, it's going to come back up in price. That goes for all the cards, not just Lamar Jackson. Look at all of their stats. Go and watch some videos. I'm sure Xerxes, some of those guys will have videos out right away of reviews of those guys. I probably won't be able to have them out because I have work and all that, but check my Twitter and all that. I'll give you all a breakdown of what I think of the cards, and then you can make your decision based off of that. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do this week. That's basically just passive until the NFL Honors come out. We don't know exactly when that will be, but it will be this week. They confirmed on Good Morning Madden this morning. So the other method, and what I've been doing is, you can see I've got 182,000 coins. I had 45,000 coins. I'm recording this Monday night. I had 45,000 coins Monday morning. Now I got a little bit from solo battles. I think I got like 80,000. So I probably made about 60,000 coins today from 40,000. So that's a what, 150% increase. Not a ton of coins, it's only 60,000 coins, but considering I only had 40, that's a pretty good increase. So what I've basically been doing is going to these Super Bowl pass players. Now this doesn't hold true for all of them, but it's basically a sniping method. And I know a lot of people don't want to do sniping. They think it's boring, it takes too long. It might not be exciting to you, but I promise you it doesn't take long if you do it. I could get on my phone on the mobile app. If you don't have it, go download it and do it for 5 minutes, snipe some cards, put them on the auction block for an hour, not even have to worry about it, and just do it a couple times throughout the day, get 4,000 or 5,000 profit every time. It's really, really easy, especially during the day. You can really find some good prices, especially when all the kids get off school. They're gonna buy stuff off about like 2 or 3 Eastern time. Around that time, that's when you can really be selling cards. But really throughout the whole morning, you should be able to find good prices. Don't get too greedy and try and put your card up for too much, because then you're gonna get messed up. But let me show you exactly what I was doing today, and I'm probably gonna do tomorrow, which is the day that this video is coming out. So 86 is specifically what I was going after, basically because of what my coins were. But if you see here, a lot of the Super Bowl pass cards are the lowest cards on here. And if you've watched any of my other sniping videos, you know that when you go to an 86, 87, or an 88, 89, just this basic filter, these are not going to be the cheapest cards available. Never go and buy these cards. Let's say you need 186 for some training. Don't buy this card for 18,250 coins. I promise you, it is not the cheapest one. So, that being said, you're going to want to sell your cards based off of these prices, because people who don't watch this video or other sniping videos, they a lot of times don't know how the auction house works. What you want to sell your card for, let's say you were doing it right now, and you're going to have to look at the numbers when you're sniping. Don't base them off of this video, because I'm doing this at 10 o'clock at night Eastern time. It's going to be different when you're doing this, okay? Even if it's Tuesday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, the prices could be different. So make sure you're looking at the numbers. But for example, if I were to snipe cards right now, I would sell them for about 22,000, just under 22,000. Now, how did I determine that? Usually I go down 3 rows about from where I at the top there, because if people are coming on here and they don't know how the auction house works, and you'd be surprised by how many people have no idea how the auction house works, and they just buy the first card. You can see all these that are selling right now as we're sitting on the screen. So I go down about 3, because this is typically about how many are going to sell, no problem. If you want to get a little more ambitious, you can go 4 or 5. But typically I go 3 rows down from the top. As you can see at the top here, they're going for 18, 19,000. 3 rows down, they're going more for 22,000. So if I were to snipe a card, I would put it up for 21,850. I'd put it just under 22,000, and then I would leave it for the entire hour, okay? You could put a card up for much cheaper than you should, and it's probably not going to sell until those last 5 to 10 minutes anyway. So leave it for the entire hour. Very, very important that you do that. So my base right now is 22,000, and let's just assume the market's going to come down a little bit, because it happens sometimes. You buy a card, the market comes down a little bit. So I'm going to assume that, let's say I try to put it up for an hour, it doesn't sell, I'll put it back up for 20,000 because the market drops. So let's assume I can only sell it for 20,000, worst case scenario. So after tax, if you sell a card for 20,000, you're going to get 18,000 coins, right? So 18,000 and under is what I want to be looking for a snipe. If I can sell it for 22,000, that's a 2,000 coin profit at least for 18,000, okay? So we want to look for lower than that. We want to look for 16, 15,000, and then you're getting like a 4,000 or 5,000 coin snipe, and that is ideal. So 18,000, if that, let me know in the comments below if that makes sense, but after tax, 18,000 and under is going to be profitable using this method. So what a lot of people like to do is go position by position, and then you can go quarterback, halfback, you know, all that stuff. Look for good snipes. That is definitely an option. As you can see, we've got some here that are 18,000. We'll go to halfbacks here. I don't really like to use this method as much personally. It just doesn't seem to filter it down as much, in my opinion. A lot of people have a lot of success. That's an 87. That's why those numbers are crazy. So I don't typically go position by position, but I know a lot of people that do, and they have a lot of really good success. What I like to do is do 86, 87, just base. So instead of going just randomly team by team right now, what you really want to be doing is going by the Super Bowl pass team. Because you can see you've got the Broncos here for Dan Trevathan, Giants for Eli Manning. Eli Manning is a little bit higher in price, just so you know. And there's a dude for the Falcons. I don't see him on here right now, but we're going to go by those because right now people are ripping packs, those 82 plus packs, and they're throwing these cards up on the auction block. So they're going for lower than the other 86s. What you need to understand though is they're still 86s. An 86 could be, let's hypothetically, you have an 86 card. It's the worst card in the game. It just sucks. guess what? It still quick sells for the same amount as the best 86 card in the game, the one that plays well above his 86 rating. It doesn't matter what the card is, whether it's a punter or a kicker or the best quarterback at 86. They all quick sell for the same amount as 86s. So yes, these guys are going for the cheapest because people are just trying to sell them as they rip them, but they're the same value if you're just trying to quick sell them for trending. So again, 18,000 is what we're looking for. Let's go to teams here. We'll go to Broncos, Super Bowl pass, that's for Trevathan, 15,600. That is an easy, that's like a 3,500 coin snipe. Okay, see, someone already bought it before me. I will buy this one, just to prove my point. Buy him, and I'm gonna put him up for 21,000. I'll put him up for 22,000. I actually have a lot of these on the auction block right now, but I'll put him up for just under 22,000. I like to do it for just under 22,000 because a lot of people are doing this on mobile and they'll just type in 22,000 and then you're gonna undercut them just by, you'll lose 150 coins. It's not that big a deal. It's worth it to undercut it in case the price starts dropping a little bit. So again, if I sell that for 22, let's say I have to back out, it doesn't sell, I only sell it for 20,000. That's still 18,000. It's still a 2,000 coin profit. Worst case scenario. I'm probably getting 3,000 or 4,000 profit of it, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I've got 166,000 coins. If I do this, 10 times, that's 20, 30, 40,000 coins right there. You can find a ton of these Super Bowl pass cards that are being completely undercut right now. Like I said, I don't believe Eli Manning's going for, he's usually one of the more expensive ones. He's 17,000. A little bit of a profit there, nothing crazy. And let's see, I know there's a Falcons guy. Let's go check him. 16,000, I'll take it. Easy 2,000 coin profit. I'm gonna put it minimum. Again, minimum. That's if the market just drops. And it does fluctuate. You have to account for that. If it doesn't sell after the hour, go and put it back up for a little bit lower or a little bit higher. Now, let's put it up for 1 hour, not 1 day, because then it will probably never sell. 21,850, essentially 22,000 coins. Now, what you don't want to do, and what happened to me some earlier today, and it's very tempting. Let's say you sniped a bunch of cards, okay? You've got them for 15, 16,000, and you put them up for 22,000, okay? And you've had them on the market for about 45 minutes. So they're about 5-10 minutes from selling at this point. Let's say you go back to this main menu with the 86, 87s, and they're no longer these first rows of cards are selling for 18, 19, 20,000. They're selling for 22, 23, 24. You can take a risk and try and up the cost. Again, go down like 3 rows. If you're on mobile, it might be down like 4 rows because I think you only get 3 or 4 cards on each row instead of 5. But it's about the same. You want to go down about 15 cards or so, maybe 20 if you're feeling risky. But it's a risk. If let's say all the cards are kind of trending upwards and they're selling for maybe 2,000 more than what you originally did, you can cancel that auction and you can try and put that card back up on the auction block for a little bit more. But be aware that it might just be a very temporary spike. And then you're going to put it back up on the auction house for an hour, and then it's going to come back down, and that's going to be an hour you wasted just waiting for that card to sell, and it's not actually going to sell because it's going to come back down to the original. Like you would have sold it 22,000, but you're not going to sell it 24,000. If that doesn't make sense, also let me know. Sniping is very, very simple, but sometimes it's a little hard to explain. All you really have to do is go and practice at it. It is by far the most consistent method to, it's really the only sure way to make coins. Like all these pack methods and everything, they rely on a little bit of luck because you need the pack to give you what you want or something like that. But these are good, like get a pack, get a player packs. Those are great and all, but they do require a little bit of luck. Sniping, if you do it correctly, will be profitable every time. Now, if you account for, let's say, worst case scenario, like I was doing under 18,000, would definitely be profitable, and I'm going to be good. Okay, so 86, 87s, like I said, I was having a lot of success with today. Let's go check the 84s, 85s. The only reason I was doing those is because they were good for the coin sack. And like I said, I had about 150% growth today. It was only, what did I say, 40,000? Oh, no, sorry. 60,000. So I only grew about 60,000 coins, but with starting out at 40,000 coins, that's 150% growth. So 84s, let's just let's say you have less coins, 11,000, 13. So you could probably sell any 84 that you buy for 14,000. Yes, I see on the first row here, the Super Bowl pass cards are going for cheaper than the rest. Again, it doesn't matter. This 84 here, quick sells for the same as this 84 down here, Willie Brown. All these guys that are selling for 17,000, not the 85s, of course, but they quick sell for the same amount as every other 84. So if you were going to buy an 84, I would say put them up on the auction block for just under 14,000. So that's going to be what, about 12,500. Anything that and under would be profitable. Let's say 11,500 just for worst case scenario, assuming the market drops some. So let's see, who do we have? Ravens, I don't know who else we have. Let's actually go by program to the Super Bowl pass so we can kind of see. 11,500, even with just this filter, we're already getting better ones. So you get Chris Hogan, so you got Patriots, Raven, we have 2 Ravens, okay. Let's go and look at the Ravens. So 10,150. That would be profitable, right? Because we're going to sell for 14,000, 12,500. That's a 2,500 coin profit off of even a smaller investment than the last one. Let's see if we can get an even better price by filtering down more. 10,000, there you go. That's another 600 coins there that you're making because you filtered down a little bit further. I'm going to buy this one. Sorry, Joe Flacco, no one wants you. I'm a Ravens fan. I will not be using you because I'm going to be using Lamar Jackson, if any quarterback for the Ravens. Broncos fans, I don't think y'all want him either, but maybe I'm wrong. 14,000, just under 14,000. When this card sells, he is going to sell for about 12,500 after tax. I bought him for 9,500 essentially. It's 3,000 coin profit off of a very small investment. I'll do the same thing here. There are going to be other people doing this. If the auction expires, that's fine. Go and find another one. Sometimes they're side by side, just like what I just saw there. It just sort of depends. And these are right for the picking, guys. This isn't one of those filters where you have to sit on there and do newest and refresh and refresh and refresh and you're fighting a lot of people. There might be other people on that filter, but it's usually much less competitive. I'm going to buy one more here because these are really good deals. That's 9,000 coins and I'm selling it for about 12,500 after tax. So that's 3,500 coin profit. I will take that because I am hurting for coins right now. Do not do what I just did right there and accidentally sell it for 200 coins or whatever, because somebody will buy that immediately and you'll have given them a nice 12,000 coin profit. So that is going to be your best method right now to get coins before the honors cards come out and before Series 5. Now, there's not a whole lot of actual coin methods as far as opening packs, and like with the Gingerbread Men and with the Super Bowl. Now, if you're able to sell some of those cards, like if you go watch my last coin making method, it had to do with building the Tyreek set and then selling those cards off. There was a whole method. Go watch that if you're interested. It can still work if you sell your card for the right price, but just be careful with those because they might not be working anymore because a lot of more people know about them. So again, we have honors cards coming sometime this week. I don't know when. Follow me on Twitter or join the Discord if you want to know exactly when, as soon as it's announced, and I will tweet that out or put it in the Discord. Also, Series 5 is coming on Friday. Your trophies are going to be cut in half. We're going to be getting a lot of new power-up players, a lot of new Redux players. There's going to be a lot of methods, I'm sure, coming out with lots of stuff happens with new content. We also have Ultimate Legends coming around the corner. So there's going to be a lot of, hopefully, big coin-making methods. I will release those as soon as I can when I'm able to. So keep an eye out for those. But in the meantime, you want to be building up your coins and your training so you can take advantage. Usually those coin-making methods, they require either training points or coins. You can't really do a coin-making method if you don't have any coins. In Madden, you have to have coins to make coins. It's really the only way it works, unfortunately. As always, guys, I want to shout out the people who supported my previous video. Buzz at CoachBuzz5, Kyce at Kyce05, at Midnight Hayabusa at J200120006, and on YouTube, LastGameISwear. He's got a YouTube channel. Go check him out. He's got a lot of great gameplay videos. He's enjoyable to watch, so make sure you go check out his channel. Guys, I know sniping isn't always the flashiest, and investing can be kind of boring. Investing can sometimes be a little bit risky. You never really know if a card's going to go down when it first comes out, but it's usually a pretty consistent way to make some good coin, and sniping is always the most consistent way. Again, not always the most fun, but if you really want to grow that coin stack, get on your phone, get on that PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, for 5-10 minutes, and then you'll play a few games. It's incredibly easy, very easy to get consistent growth. Make sure you're taking advantage of that to grow that coin stack. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.